Alright. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this. I couldn't think of anything else to stream today, but I felt obligated to stream because I wanted to. I'm already being messaged on Discord. Alright. I mean, I'm probably going to have one of those by the end of this stream, Sauce. So the goal of this stream is very simple. I want to beat normal difficulty. Like, by the end of this stream, I want to be able to beat it. I want to get to stage 6, and I want to smash the Raven's head in. Cat, this is Toho. I mean, yeah, it is demonic. I am going, like, straight to hell in this game, apparently. They threw lit cigarettes at each other. I'd hate that, because I hate cigarettes. It'd be pretty funny at first, though. Also, I'm being messaged on Discord yet again. Alright. First boss fight, let's do this. Have I ever beaten the game on normal? No. If I did, I would not be streaming it on normal. I'd be streaming it on hard. My goal is to beat this game on normal, and then on hard, and then maybe someday on lunatic. Yeah, that's what bullet hell games are typically like, Cat. Also, do you mean Galaga? Because I've never heard of Galactica before. In hindsight, I probably should have started with, like, you know, Toho 6 or something like that, or just any of the easier ones in the series. I don't know why I chose 11 first. Probably because it has the funny Hellraven with the awesome boss theme. No, that's actually exactly why I chose this game first. Alright. Second boss. It's funny, the game itself is remarkably short, and if I was any good at it, I'd probably be able to just do this in my off time and not need to take a whole 2 hour stream to do it. Like there's only 6 levels in the main story, and there's one extra level that you get for beating all of the main 6 without using a continue. The main issue is the fact that it is ball-shatteringly hard. Especially for someone like me who's not good at games. Sasongus. Gus, I'd appreciate you not trying to shatter my brain while I'm playing a bullet hell game. And that's a reset right there. I am not losing a life on Parsi of all people. I know that sounds probably really petty. However, when I get to stage 5, you will soon realize that I need every single life I can possibly get. Every single one of them. Getting lives in this game works in a very specific way, where the only way you can get life pieces, you can get 1/5 of a life at a time from the different life pieces, those little pink stars I keep picking up. When you get 5 of them, you get an extend, which is an extra life. It extends your gameplay. You can only get a life piece, as I call them, from beating a boss's pattern without taking a single hit or losing any lives, basically. You can use bombs. A bomb is when you press the X key and you use up one chunk, like one entire meter of power, I guess, to unleash a very powerful attack. You can use that, and it won't take away like your chance for a life piece. It just takes away your chance for bonus points. So I don't care about that part. But you want to conserve power because power is how you get those little things floating behind me that make my attacks much stronger. So if I want to use a bomb, I have to become temporarily weaker until I can get enough power pieces to get the power limit back. To a person who actually knows what these things are called, they probably just found me extremely moronic. However, I don't speak Japanese. I don't read Japanese, so I'm giving them my own names. If you want, you can just call the power pieces P, because they're just big red squares with the letter P on them. Also, speaking of extend, there's one. So, 5 life pieces is 1 life, and if you die once during a boss fight, you lose the chance to get the life piece for that specific spell that they're using. And you don't want to do that, because that means that you are, technically speaking, losing 1 1/5 of a life if you lose your life against a boss. And that adds up real fast later. Especially when you can only have 10 lives in a game where you die instantly if you get hit by anything. The red dot, as I'm sure you may notice, the little red dot on my back, that's my actual hitbox. Like the sprite doesn't mean anything. It's just the red circle. If that gets hit by anything, I blow up miserably and die. It's quite painful, I'd assume. I don't know what the green things do. I know the blue things give you more points. I think the green things are like the blue things because the green ones only show up if you're full on power, and I don't know what they do. I don't really check. I'm not playing for high scores. I'm playing for the ability to, beat the game. Since Dimension Quest is a bullet hell game, I want to be able to beat a bullet hell game before I make a bullet hell game. Have I ever played Tempest? No, I've never even heard of it. Alright, cool. See, now I have 4 lives, and I've almost got 1 more extra life. Yeah, this is Toho 11, Subterranean Animism. You see, they call it that because you are underground and there are animals. That's it. However, I personally like to refer to this as the one with the really, really, really awesome final boss theme. Like, oh my god. Lasers. Lasers are good for grazing because the entire laser is just like one eternal hitbox. I don't really know how grazing works in terms of like how the game checks for if you grazed it or not. I think it's literally just it checks for the hitbox, and if your hitbox is close enough, it gives you the point. And because lasers are just a bunch of small hitboxes put together, it gives you a bunch of points for grazing. Also, remember that bomb thing I explained before? We're about to use one. It says bonus fail, but that's just bonus points. I don't care about bonus points. Alright, I'm at max power again. That went way better than expected. Oh, that was a mistake! I always forget that I need to be in blue mode every time I start the fight because of this attack specifically. Because if you don't kill those little things floating around her, they spawn a lot of these. So you want to kill at least the ones in front just to have some extra leeway. No! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I missed it. Unfortunate. Well, at least I didn't lose a life. I'm fine missing a life piece, just not a full life. Because I can make that up later. It's easier to make up a fifth of a life. Yeah? Oh, hold on. 1 second. I'll be back in a second, everyone. What's up? Probably just taking in the groceries. It won't take me very long. I'll be back in a bit. I'm putting my shoes on. One moment. Never mind. They didn't need to take in groceries. They were just asking what my thoughts on the pizza were. They got a 4-meat pizza, and one of the things is sausage, and I hate sausage on pizza, but I can just pull it out because it's one of those like DiGiorno microwave pizza. Okay, I figured the green things were just for points. I figured they couldn't be that important. Okay, now to get back into the swing of things without dying. A frame rate, please. Oh, thank God. What do you mean 11? There are. This is the 11th like main game in the Toho series. There's a lot more of them, but I think in terms of just mainline bullet hell entries, they're currently at like 16 or 17, I think, maybe 18. I know there's like a bunch of in between games. Like there are 3 fighting games. There's a few more bullet hell games that are kind of like spin-offs. Like Shoot the Bullet and Impossible Spell Card, where the gimmick is that it is like Shoot the Bullet is like a game where you play as a news reporter lady and you're photographing all the characters doing their attacks. So you basically have to not get hit while getting good pictures. Oh man, I lost a life. I can tolerate losing a life. I'll check that later. 5 lives, stage 4. Yeah, I can work with this. Yikes, this is getting mildly inconvenient. Cat, I literally didn't even watch the video. I don't know how boring Tempest looks. Now, I did some practice runs of this game. Like I've been working on this game for a very long time, trying to get through it. Not working on this game as if like as in making it, but I mean like working on beating this abomination. And I do know some strategies. For example, a big fairy is going to show up after the music stops and all the enemies stop spawning, and I'm going to run up to her and I'm going to blow up, and she's going to die instantly. And she drops 100 power, which is enough for me to fill up my meter exactly. So I just have to make it through all this without getting hit, and then kill the big one. Speaking of killing the big one... See? Works every time. I find it funny that the game tries pausing, like, oh, okay, let's give them some time to dodge this before the cutscene begins. Little did they know that I was just going to run up and kamikaze. Alright, cool, time for one of my favorite bosses in the game. I mentioned this in nearly every stream dedicated to Toho where I end up fighting this boss, but the reason that I know this boss so well is because as a kid growing up, when I was first falling in love with this series as a whole, I wanted to play it but didn't know where to get, official games. So I ended up downloading this like cheap Toho like fan-made app thing where it had 5 stages, and you could choose each stage individually, and you could play as Reimu or Marissa and select difficulties between easy, medium, and hard. And stage 4 in particular was Satori, which is the boss I'm fighting right now. So Satori was one of the few bosses that I could fight on my phone, and I battled her so much on a tiny touchscreen that I was able to pretty much memorize her base patterns and learn pretty much everything there is to know about Mercury Potion. Because when you play on a phone where it's so small that your thumb covers your character and you can't see your hitbox, it's pretty annoying to dodge Mercury Potion. Or maybe it's Mercury Poison. I wasn't reading. Someone in chat say if it was Mercury Potion or Mercury Poison. Please, can we just skip this one? Can we just skip this one, please? I'm begging you. Alright, nice. Also, yes, I was fighting a cat. Trust me, that cat is the worst character in this game. The phone version of the fight didn't have this spell card, though. So I remember when I first played this game on computer, as like I'm doing right now, this caught me very heavily off guard, and god dang it. Okay, 5.5 lives, 3.7 power, stage 5. Yeah, I could work with this. This was a bad idea. Funny thing, you can use a bomb as you're getting hit, and you won't lose the life. You'll just use the bomb. If you're ever in a pinch, do that. I don't know why I don't do that often. It was a thing in the phone game that I used quite often to scrape past fights, but that was in the mobile game where using power where using a bomb didn't subtract from your power. In this game, you're actively punished for using bombs by being weaker for... God damn it! You're punished by being weaker for quite a fair amount of time, so it's just not worth it to do that trick. But, you know, if you can afford it, do it. And here comes Cat. I feel like I can still salvage this run. Maybe. No. I don't know why I didn't just bomb there like I always do. Because now I'm not getting my extra life from this part. Excuse me, did I get hit while she was retreating? She still has a hitbox while she's doing that? Cool. The more you know. Apparently mini-bosses still have physical hitboxes even when they're not attacking you. Which I didn't know about, because I figured they wouldn't have that because they are leaving. Last time I checked, if you attack someone who's retreating, they die. Welcome back. No. Get off of my screen. Why am I trying to just rush in and grab everything? That's not how you play this game. No wonder I'm losing miserably. Alright, who wants to see if I can actually get past... Nope, never mind. I was gonna say, who wants to see if I can get past the boss with barely anything, but no. I'm just gonna die on the actual stage. That was fucking embarrassing. New strategy. Let's play the way I usually do, instead of trying to look cool in front of a bunch of people I don't even know. Yeah, and this is normal difficulty. That's the part that upsets me the most. This is just normal difficulty, and I'm still struggling this hard just to beat normal difficulty. I get that I probably should have started with, like, 6, or maybe 7, or one of the earlier ones, and that 11... 11 is unique in that I think it's one of the only games that uses power as as the thing that you power up bombs with, because in other games you have lives here, bombs, and then power and graze. So this game is unique in that it does that to you. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I shouldn't be struggling this hard with normal mode. I've been playing this game for years and I still suck. How am I going to make Dimension Quest nightmarishly hard when it comes to hard mode if I can't play a nightmarishly hard game on normal mode? Like, I want Dimension Quest to have challenge for, like, people who are new to bullet hell games and people who are seasoned bullet hell veterans. But, I don't know, man. If I can't even beat Touhou 11 on normal difficulty, how much could I possibly do to challenge them? Other than be really weird and gimmicky, which I intend to do. Just you wait until you get to lunatic difficulty, Alex. That's gonna be rather funny. You want to know how insane lunatic difficulty is? Two things. One, the description for lunatic difficulty literally says "best played while drunk," as in, like, don't play it seriously, you will hate all life. And two, the first mini-boss in the first level in lunatic difficulty has an attack where she just drops 3 lasers on you that are 5 times your size. And she drops them all simultaneously, moves to the side, and drops 3 more of them. And she just keeps doing that. She just has that attack, and that's the first boss. That's the first mini boss, let alone the actual end level boss. I don't even know what she does. Probably just rips, like, peels her hand out of your computer, kills you instantly. In real life. Well, if I don't beat myself up, who is? You know? Somebody has to encourage me to do better than I'm doing currently, otherwise I'll just stay stagnant. What's the point of making a bullet hell game if I'm not going to be any good at the whole genre, you know? Click the circles to the beat. Okay, at least if I get hit during this, I don't lose the chance to get any sort of life pieces, because even though the boss is still there, this isn't like a spell card or anything. Which is, I don't mind losing one life during that. God, my nose itches. I'm going to lose it. I'm going insane. Nice, I got the life. Okay, here comes the weird one. That stinks. That hurts. Yeah, okay, game. Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. Cool. 4 lives. A fifth of a life. Doing a little worse than I was last time, but as long as I do better in this stage and in the next one, I'll be fine. You know, as long as. As long as I don't mess up horribly, I'll be fine. Go away? Thank you. Who's there, Alex? Okay. I guess I got hit by something. I actually didn't even see. Maybe I tried to pick up a green thing and I didn't realize that it was an attack. I'm well aware, Alex. Trust me. It's mercury poison. Okay. I mean, it would make sense that it's mercury poison because mercury is in fact a very poisonous substance. Getting a message on Discord. I wonder if they know that I'm extremely in danger. I think I'll just honestly skip this one and just tough it out on the next one. Alright, let's see what the message is. Oh. Well, there goes that plan, but on the bright side, I have 3 power now. I wonder how that works. If you die, you respawn, and you're able to collect more power than you had before. I'm wondering if, like what happens when I get shot? Do they just squeeze the juice out of me, and they just put that into the power? How does that work? kidding me? Cool. One life, and one piece away from another life. Let's see if I can't work with that. Because I'll be at full power soon. I mean, hypothetically, I could work with anything if I was just good at bullet hell games. Alright, cool. That's an extra life. Alright, this time I'm just gonna bomb. Like, here's the strategy, okay? Watch this, watch this. You just do one of those, and it's way easier to dodge the next part. And then there's basically nothing to dodge on this part, so I get an extra bit of health. Run around, clear out these idiots. Try not to die horribly. Hit him with one of those. Nice, I'm at full power. And never mind, I'm not. By the bright side, he's gone. Alright, and then I just have to collect some of these. Alright. Much better. 2 lives, full power. Alright, I can maybe do something with this. Not entirely sure. It's Cat. Cool. You know, this spell card used to be really daunting when I first saw it. Now I actually recognize that it's probably her easiest attack besides maybe her first. How did I do that? Spleen Eater. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, cool, cool. Very nice. Okay, that's not too bad, honestly. I can still work with this. I can... Okay, this one's actually not so bad. Basically, when you want to get past this one, here's what you do. You just sort of and that's how you beat Orin. Do I focus more on aiming or dodging? I focus more on dodging, that's why I like to stay in blue mode, because in blue mode, it spreads out your shots. Thank you. Stage 6 has, like, the easiest opener ever. ever. In general, Stage 6 is oddly painless. At least in my opinion it is. He says, dying instantly. Jokes aside, I feel like these enemies are arguably the only really annoying part of Stage 6 besides maybe the, like, the big enemy that comes before the boss fight, but that's it, really. Stage 6, like, I think the most daunting part of Stage 6 is just knowing that you have to go through Stage 5 if you want to get back to it, you know? The most dangerous enemy in Stage 6 is your own nerves. Also this idiot. But thankfully, she's not all that hardened in this mode. You just do some of this. See? Easy. And I only cried for 20 minutes. Now this guy is the one you want to be worried about. I lied. I didn't lie! There's another one! Red mode can make short work of him, thankfully, or them, I guess. Which is why I usually switch to red mode nowadays when I get there. That's expected if you climb a mountain, the temperature falls. Conversely, the deeper you go, the hotter it gets. It's an easy conclusion to come to. And here we go, gamers. It's Utsuho time. Let's see if I can, not die immediately. Let's see if I'm capable of that. There's an extend. So interesting thing about this and that one attack that the cat had, where it's like a bunch of like big ghostly circles that that split off into 5. Also, oops. The easiest way to deal with those attacks is to move to a certain point and then get a lot of horizontal distance from wherever you were just standing. Oh, that's not good. Go to bed. Oh. I have no advice for this one. Just go through it. I don't even know where I am. I'm down here. I'm gone. This one's easy, though. Okay. That was instant karma. I forgot how that attack works. It's like, I thought they only curved a certain way, but no, I forgot that the curve gets extremely harsh near the end. Or maybe it only does that because I've only played this on... Let me try a continue. What does continue do? It gives me 2 lives at the start of the stage with full power. That's okay, I guess. I mean, I'm probably not going to win anyways with a continue because this is only 2 lives, but... It's something. The reason I say it's easy is because, from what I remember, it's a very like thin curve, and there are very predictable spots where you're safe. I seems that I forgot what those spots were because I haven't been to stage 6 in a very long time, let alone gotten to that point. But if you noticed, it is still quite easy once you know where the spots are. It's just a matter of, like, where you stand. Hey, loser. Dumb, stupid idiot. I'm gonna bash your head in with a rock. Well, okay, then, I guess. Sure. The crows are pretty fun to deal with. They basically just drop, like, their attacks straight down, and that's the only part you need to worry about unless you're going up to meet them directly. Wow, this is not going to go well. Told you. I think you can get another continue, but there's no point at this. There's no point trying. You know, actually, just for fun, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's play Lunatic mode for a little bit, just to mess around. Or Oni God class. This difficulty is a joke. A difficulty level that will put you to sleep. Keep practicing so people don't make fun of you. I played easy mode once and beat it like on my first try. Okay, welcome to Lunatic mode, by the way. Yeah, this is the first screen. POV, die. What? Okay, cool. They now focus fire directly on the center of your hitbox so that you can't do the thing I like to do. I forgot that the rocks blew up into bullets in Lunatic mode. See, this isn't so bad, you know, it's perfectly understandable difficulty. You know, it's what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? This is perfectly understandable. Just you wait until that red part of her health bar. That. She just, you know, she's just a bucket. This is just what buckets do. It's just how buckets be, you know? Buckets just doing their things. This is a bucket. Like I said, I'm not good at bullet hell games. The wind's pretty strong for the inside of a cave. Yeah, there's a lot that's pretty strong in here. Okay, let's see what you've got up your sleeves. Oh. Oh no. Oh, oh no. No, get me out of here. No. What the what? I didn't expect her to just do the same attack as always, but 4 times? Oh god. Let's see what hard mode's like. Yeah. Just literally the only difference is that the regular fairies shoot a little more. That's the level of difference we're talking between hard mode and lunatic. See, now there's just one laser. It's not that bad. This is far more manageable. Yeah? Okay, 1 second. Cool. Be back in a moment. Alright, let's see what you got up your sleeves. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, it's actually perfectly manageable. Yeah, I saw. Unexplained fever.
Oh, why are there two of them now?
Hold on. Please, hold, please. I need a moment, please. Okay, this is actually so bad.
Never mind, it's worse.
This actually isn't so bad though. Like, sure, I used a bomb, but it's not extremely annoying. Dino Nuggy. Okay, they're a little faster, I think. I've never actually been to Stage 2 in hard mode, so let's just see how far we can get into hard mode before I eventually tap out, you know? Maybe I could learn a thing or two. Alright, what do you got?
Two of them.
Yeah, you've got quite a bit up your sleeves, I see. Whoa! Okay, that's really fast, actually. Hold on. Hold up, please. I know I make fun of you, like, you know, regularly, but, like, oh, slow down, please. Why do I dislike sausage? I just don't like the taste. Like, on pizza, at least. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see, even a loser has tricks up her sleeve. You bitch! She put more bullets up where there's usually a huge blind spot up there, if you've noticed from every time I've tried fighting her. I did not expect them to just add bullets in the blind spot. That's actually really smart. I'll check your cringy comment in a second, Gamma. I'm busy, you know, caring about something else. Undertale's morality system? That'd suck. Like, that'd actually be terrible. Like, a Toho game where they punish you for shooting anything whatsoever that sounds really bad.
What?
Okay.
6 of them?
I want to survive long enough to see what Yugi has in store for me, but after seeing that, I'm not sure that I'm mentally prepared for it. Undertale's morality system, where they blame you for killing monsters, only works as well as it does because the monsters themselves barely pose any threat to you on an individual level. Undertale as a game is so painfully easy that being punished for killing monsters makes sense because it's like they're little more than a basic inconvenience. But in Toho, every single enemy is pretty much instant death if you're not paying attention. So being punished for killing them is very stupid. So yeah, Toho game with Undertale morality sucks. I hate it. Don't do it. Adding Sans also sucks. I hate it. Don't do it. All right, what do you have planned for me? Oh, okay, just more of them. All right, that's not so bad. More coils. That's not so bad. That's not so bad, he says as he instantly dies. What do you have planned for me now, Yugi? What are you going to do to me? Okay, same as ever, just a little, like, little more of it. And I'm dead. Well, that was the furthest I've ever gotten in hard mode, because I never bothered playing hard mode. Okay. You want to see what easy mode is like now? Oh man, they nearly got me. Hello, Bucket. Story mode, journalist mode for Toho. You know, all jokes aside, I actually haven't heard much complaints from game journalists about games being too hard recently. Wonder if they learn how to play games. Because you'd think if they're getting paid to play games and review them, they would at least learn how to play games. Or maybe it's just that games recently have gotten easier to accommodate for it. I mean, the only reason that The Last of Us even got as many good reviews as it did is because the gameplay is literally so basic and minimalistic that you'd have to quite literally be a rock if you didn't want to beat the game. The most complex thing about the game is the moments where it tries to have a puzzle, and the solution to the puzzle is to go look in the corner of the room for a wooden plank. Yeah, it's probably that games are slowly becoming easier, which makes me sad. I can't wait for the indie game renaissance of Donkey Kong Country-styled, ball-burstingly annoying levels. And by that I mean Dimension Quest. Jokes aside, I'm probably going to have to... I want to kind of reel people in with an easy game at first. So the game starts off fairly basic, and then as you get into it, that's when it starts to become more complex. Because I do want to have hard levels with clever design and interesting stuff to work out, but at the same time, I'm well aware that there are people in the world that can't comprehend that the game didn't spoon-feed them instantaneous victory. So, yeah. I'll spoon-feed you for the first half, then afterwards you gotta learn how to hold the spoon yourself, loser. My eyes are drifting away, dude. Oh my god. My eyes were doing the thing that they do where, like... You ever have that moment where you get so bored that your eyes just kind of start to zone out and your entire line of sight becomes blurry? That just happened with me. That's easy mode. They were not lying when they said this mode will put you to sleep, dude. I'm going. Oh, they literally just took out the in-between shots. Okay. I was wondering, like, what part of that was supposed to be easy, but then I remembered, oh, right, there's just no in-between shots. She moves a lot less here and fires way less often. If anything, it actually seems like she fires specifically at the far right, far left, and middle of her movement. Play a harder difficulty and then switch back to normal. I might try that, honestly. Uh-oh. I accidentally shot the fake one. I mean, I will say it's certainly easier to dodge this attack when there aren't 6 of them. Of all the things that I expected from hard mode, I didn't expect them to just multiply this attack by 6 and call it a day. Yeah. Funny thing, it's actually easier to get a higher score on the harder difficulties, not because they just inflate how many points everything is worth, but because of how the graze meter works. From what I can tell, and this is just me giving my my educated guess, so take this with a grain of salt. From what I can tell, the graze meter in the bottom left, as you can see it on the far right, it's at 570 right now. The graze meter is what allows you to get a multiplier to all your points, and you can increase it by going up here. See? You can just put it right up to full instantly. And it multiplies how many points you get from each thing. So the more bullets there are, the more bullets you'll be able to graze, and the higher that multiplier will get in less time. Not to mention, when you beat a spell card, every bullet that's on screen gets absorbed into your character. So if there's more bullets, you absorb more. Yugi's a pretty funny character. I just wish that I didn't have trauma from fighting her. Knockout in 3 steps used to do exactly as the name implies on me. It used to kill me in 3 steps. Then I learned how to dodge it. Now Yugi's fight is one of my favorites in the game because it's challenging, but I can pretty easily take it out. Now Auron is my most hated fight in this game. Rivalry ended with Yugi. Orin is my rival now. I don't know if anyone gets that. Sad. Wow, this one just has less going on in general. Okay. As you can see, it's much easier to dodge when they just take out half the attack. Yeah. This attack seems mostly the same, just with, like, less bullets, which sums up pretty much everything, I'd say. Like, there's some where the difference is very notable, and others where there's just less bullets here. That was one of those. In this case, the bullets just move slower. Like, there's just less of them and they're slower. Huh. So, interesting thing about this stage, Stage 4 is, I feel, one of the stages where the rule of, like, kill something before it can kill you applies the absolute most. Because, you know, generally in this game, if you kill an enemy before they get to shoot, the game doesn't fire the shots anyways. The shots actually stay gone. And those, like, big green orbs from the side are some of the most annoying things ever. But if you kill the enemies, they don't ever shoot them. Which works out pretty handily in the end. Same goes for these fairies. I feel like if I was able to kill them a little faster, that would make this part of the stage way easier, because it would cut the number of bullets in half. Speaking of cutting in half, die! Wow, there's literally just nothing going on with this one, huh? Okay. What? I mean, okay, you know, nothing. Sure. Whatever floats your boat, lady. Oh my god, they took out the blue side of the attack. It's just the red half. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Mercury Poison. Painfully easy. With Mercury Poison, I believe the gimmick is that it just doubles the amount of circles that are on screen every single difficulty level. And I guess for Princess Undyne, it takes out one of the lasers so that you're not cramped anymore. I thought for a moment I saw a Mogus in the background and I was about to die. I wonder if that wiggling image in the background is meant to be something from Toho 6. Because the whole gimmick with this fight is that she reads the mind of your partner and copies their spell cards. So, depending on who you have as your current partner, you'll deal with different attacks entirely during this part of the fight. Oh, I heard somebody behind me. Ham on pizza, kind of weird. It's got a weird, like, sweet taste to it. Not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, I'm feeling a little iffy on it too, Alex. Honestly. Oh, okay. What's your? Okay. Okay. The rotation is less severe, I guess, and because there's, yeah. Okay, so the rotation is just less severe. It's like you go to a certain point and then there's just a safe spot. All right. And there's fewer bullets, which goes without saying. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on just a second. What if I don't shoot these guys? What if I just don't shoot those guys when I play in normal difficulty next time? What if I just did that? What then, game? What do you do to me then? Nothing? Because those guys are pretty easy to avoid when they're not aggroed, it seems. Because the gimmick with Stage 4 is that a lot of the enemies, when you kill them, will explode into more bullets that are more annoying to dodge. As you can see by the massacre that just went on the left side of the screen. Cool. It's a cat. Wow, I almost have the full amount of 10 lives. Wait, is that 10? 1, 2, 3... Well, it's 9, but then I get the one extra life afterwards, so it's 10. Okay, these move slower. That's interesting. Oh wow, Spleen Eater just literally doesn't even do the thing where the bullets keep going. They just kind of vanish in the middle. That's interesting. That's a cool way to make the pattern easier. You just take out the part that's annoying. Huh. And in the case of this one, they just cut the number of like the big circles in half, because the big circles are the ones that just kind of make more things show up. Hmm. Here's Needle Mountain. Oh, they took out the fifth circle. They took out the one that would usually be covering this huge blind spot directly in front of her. And I still messed it up. That's interesting, though. Let's see how this works. Rekindling dead ashes. Like, do they just follow you around? What do these guys do? Okay, so they do this. They follow you around, and they shoot smaller bullets that eventually they start shooting bigger ones. And you would have to fly around a whole lot so that they don't ram into you, because they still have hitboxes. Okay. Huh. I wanted to see how that attack actually worked, because usually I just kind of, like, skip that one. Granted, there's no punishment to skipping it, because if you just use one bomb, you can definitely get it back with the introduction to Stage 6. Stage 6 is another one of those just kill it before it bothers you kind of stages. Honestly, I could probably benefit from like memorizing where these ghosts come from, because they come from the same place in all difficulties, I'd like to assume, but they just shoot faster, basically. Yo, what up? Eggs. No? Go away? There we go. Egg. Okay, this one has the same amount of the big stars, but far fewer of the bullets, the blue ones, which is interesting. Because it really shows that, like, usually you can tell what the hard part of the spell is supposed to be when you're playing through it on, like, normal compared to easy mode. So it's interesting to see that the main enemy here isn't supposed to be the giant red ones, it's meant to be the blue ones. The blue ones just make it harder to get in between the red ones, basically. And there she goes. Alright, Petite Flare. Again, it's like the main thing to worry about isn't even the big red ones, it's just the blue ones that make it hard to get between the red ones. See, that's what I was expecting the spell to do. That, not the thing it did last time. Blazing Star, Fixed Star. Oh yeah, this one's cool. There's like it's like an orbit. You have to follow the orbit's pattern, basically. Or rather, you have to go against it. It's like a current. There she goes. Is she going faster? Okay, she...
Oh.
Okay, buddy. My face when the bird girl goes on a bombing run. I wonder if that's what that attack is based off of. Also, remember when I said orbit? Oh wait, no, that's not the attack. Heaven and Hell Meltdown. It's kind of hard to see her, but you can tell where she is because there's a little red thing down there that says enemy, which, if you are paying attention, will tell you exactly where all the bosses are standing. Why are the stars shaking? Why are they shaking? Oh, are they? Oh, they're shaking because she was getting weaker. Also, Artificial Sun. Yeah, this one. Remember when I said orbit? Now let's talk gravitational pull. I am being sucked in, basically, as is everything currently on screen. I wonder, what if I just do this? Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, you can't skip this one. She has, like, super armor against bombs. So, you can't skip it. Nice. Yeah, that's the end of the normal mode. Yeah, easy mode is insanely easy. About that. The way the extra stage works is that you have to beat normal difficulty or above without using a continue. That's how you unlock the extra stage. It would be extra start. Back on normal, let's see how far we can get before we end the stream off. But yeah, you don't play the extra stage in the main story. It's basically just a bonus that you get for being good enough at the base game. Which is why I want to beat the base game without continues. I want to be good enough. After this run. Yeah, if I were to beat normal right here, right now, somehow, I would unlock the extra stage. And then I could play that on stream. Ah, my back is killing me all of a sudden. Hold on, hold on. Wow, that sucks. Ow. That was easy. Maybe it's because I'm not sitting like properly in my chair or something like that, but spine is agony. How bad is it hurting? Quite bad, actually. If I like take a deep breath, it feels like a little jab, basically. It's not my spine, no. It's like my upper back, kind of on my right side. I'll do that after the stream. Hmm. You know, the more I look at it, the more I realize that that pattern's actually got a bit more to it than I was thinking of. She basically fires, like, twice every time... Are you kidding me? She fires twice every time she gets to the sides, and she fires once in the middle in between those movements. Wonder why it's snowing down in Old Hell. Is that ever explained? How do they get snow down there? Do they import it from the surface? Because I know it's supposedly like winter time during this, because Marissa says that she's wearing the clothes she usually wears during winter, hence why it's so hot for her in the center of the Earth, like more so than usual. But I'm just wondering how do they get the snow from the surface, if they even get it from the surface? Is it just cave ice? What's going on here? You guys live down the street from a nuclear reactor, and you got snow. Why can't I get snow? I live in Florida, man. I want that stuff. Not like extreme amounts of it, like in some places where it's like, hey, do you want to be stuck inside your home for all eternity? Well, here's a bunch of snow. Just like enough snow to make a snowman. I don't know. A nice white Christmas. I wasn't even paying attention. I completely forgot that I just did Yugi's, like, walk through town without really any issues. Florida doesn't have any cool weather. Like, the best that Florida gets in terms of weather is that during, like, early spring and late winter, it's the perfect temperature to just go for a walk and not freeze to death outside, because Florida rarely gets, like, too cold. Then again, this is coming from a guy who walks around in shorts and a, like cargo shorts and a regular t-shirt when it's 60 degrees outside and calls that normal. Too cold is, for me, is when it starts to get into the 50s. But yeah, winter in Florida is pretty nice because, you know, if we're in a year where we're even allowed to have winter, sometimes we don't get winter. Sometimes we just get, like, you know, awkward summer where it's not as hot. But when we do get winter, it's pretty nice. Ah, that was not a good move. I used a bomb by accident. Well, that threw off my mojo. Yeah, Alex, I know you live further up north where you actually get snow. I meant personally too cold is in the 50s, because that's when I have to actually start bundling up. At that point, I'm still comfortable when I bundle up. It's more so just I can't wear comfortable clothes while it's like below 60. You know, that's when I consider it to get too cold. When I can no longer wear comfy clothes and just walk around outside. Then again, the sweater I have is very comfy, so who knows? Too cold could be more like 40. I just like it when it's cold. Br- uh, cool, I get nothing out of that fight. That is the one thing that I find genuinely evil about these games. If, like, your punishment for losing a life during a boss fight is that you don't get more lives. So it's like, okay, if you play flawlessly, then you get extra lives. But if you die, and if you're in a situation where you need extra lives, the game won't give you any. So you basically have to do everything perfectly if you want to have lives, but at that point, if you're playing perfectly, you don't need lives anymore. I guess it does encourage you to get better with the early game, though, because you can rack up a fair amount of lives in the early game by just being good. But then it's kind of like when you get into stages 4, 5, and 6, then it's like, you know, this is the part where you need lives the most, but if you get hit because these are the hardest stages, then I guess you just don't get them. But, you know, this game is made to be hard, so I can't be too judgmental. That's like complaining about a Dark Souls game because it punished you for trying to equip too many heavy weapons. That's how weight works, you know? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this spell card in particular. At least Philosopher's Stone is much more fun. Honestly, I think this concept is really cool. The whole idea of, like, you know, go through spell cards that were in previous games, but without it just being like a situation of like Kirby where it's like, here, just Adeline's here now. She died for like 15 years, but she's here now. Say hi. Say hi, kids. Mind you, I'm not upset that Adeline's back. I'm more so just confused that there's like no reason for why she's back. But in this game, the reason for why all those old spell cards are back is because they're reading the mind of the person who used to use them. Just a cool idea, I like it. It's like an in-universe reason for why they're referencing something. Referencing a character that's not even on screen, like, ever. Now to test out that idea of mine after I'm done with this cat. Oh. Well, I didn't see that. You know, it sucks because I normally really like cats. It's just I hate this one. The one cat character in all of Toho, and I hate her. Okay, what if I just don't hit these guys? You know? What? No, it's just arguably more annoying than if I had hit them. Oh well. I could dream. That, my friends, is called strategy, I think. Maybe. Calculated. Cool. Questionable judgment. I mean, my judgment isn't questionable, it's just rushed and unreliable. There's a difference. Questionable implies I am not a reliable source. And I'm reliable, I'm just stupid. You know? Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks, game. Alright. That was a good stage 5, I guess. And we're back to 3.7. Can't you guys just stay dead? We're in hell, man. Chill out. All these ghosts in here, you'd think they're in agony or something like that. Man. Call me next time I asked. And I died. Cool. Well, at the very least, I can consistently make it to stage 6 now, which I was not able to do until recently. So you know what? That's nice. I'm gonna be heading out now, though, because I'm gonna actually enjoy my dinner, maybe go